morning, hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm parked up this morning in HAUL. That's HAUL station behind me. I've literally just been driving around for about 10 minutes trying to find a space, and like, because there's lots of street parking, so I'll only be here for maybe half an hour or so, but I'm here for a brow appointment. Anyway, long story short, no spaces, so I've pulled into the pay and display one, which is fine because there are a few spaces here. So yeah, I am in HAUL this morning for a brow appointment. I am booked in for a brow lamination. I'm going to try this time to have no tint because I feel like the nano brow that I've been using, it has been working in terms of thickening up my lashes, and it also makes them slightly darker. So I feel like I don't need a tint. So we're going to try it this time and see how it looks. But yeah, booked in for a lamination, so we're going to look a little crazy after this because it always looks a little crazy when you first get it done and without any other makeup on. The place is called Brow Game in HAUL, which I go to, and Fiona does my brows. And then afterwards, I have in the boot, I have a couple of things I want to return at the Trafford Centre at the Primark. I might just run in and do that, see if there is anything new in there, but I've been not too long ago, so probably just run in, make some returns, and then I want to head over to M&S at the Trafford Centre. I think I might have briefly popped into M&S at the Trafford Centre, the new one, since they've opened, like, there used to be like a tiny little store in the middle of the Trafford Centre. Now they're one of the big department stores at the end, so hopefully we'll get a parking space right outside. And I want to do a bit of a food shop. I also have seen loads of amazing fashion bits lately, but obviously with their whole cyber attack, the website's been down, so hopefully by the time you're watching this, it's back up and running, and anything that I do find or buy in today's video, I will leave it linked in the description box below. I mean, I can still link it, it's just, for me, at the time of filming this video, you can't check out. So you can browse online and add to your basket, but you just can't check out, which has been crazy. I feel like they've had this cyber attack thing for the longest time. So anyway, that is on today's agenda. We also, my dad's coming over tonight, so I think we're going to do a bit of a barbecue in the sun because the sun is still shining. As you can tell, I'm wearing a dress. This one is from All Saints. I've been living in just like floaty summer dresses in this heat. It's just been so nice to be able to just wear like holiday clothes knowing that it's not going to rain. Having said that, this is my kind of like optimal temperature. Any higher, even now I'm getting to the point where I'm like, when are we having a break? I think the fact that it cools down in the morning and at night is perfect because then at least you can sleep. We've had our windows open, getting in some fresh air in the house. But yeah, again, by the time you're watching this video, who knows, it might be back down to single digits and raining. We never know with this country. But anyway, time to go get my brows done. And just like that, we're all done. I'm so impressed with the growth of mine from starting to use this nano brow. And yeah, I definitely think for me, no tint is the way forward. I just don't think I need it. I think this, like, because the nano brow does make them slightly darker than what I had before with my brows, I just don't think it needs the tint. So she's left as much growth as possible with me, which is good because obviously they're filling out. And now that I've just got, she's given me some spoolies, which I just use for, let me show you. Here we go. These are your best friend after having a lamination, just to always have with you on the go, just to keep them brushed up and in their position. But yes, a much fluffier brow now. They are a bit red, but I said to, they do have concealer you can put on, but last time I had concealer put on, because I had a bit of makeup on and she put some on, I did find I broke out. I got a few spots, so I said just leave the concealer. I'll just deal with a bit of redness for now. And then I popped into Plant Boost en route out. We've got a little turmeric shot, and I think there's ginger in there. What do you say? Ginger, orange, turmeric, lemon, and chili. And then an acai bowl with some added chia seeds on. When I go to M&S, as always, we have a good look at the food section, and we might get the odd treat or two, but I am quite keen to maybe get some healthier whole foods in. And yeah, well, as well as obviously some barbecue food, but these are so good. I think they do at Costco. In fact, I'm going to the Trafford Centre, so maybe we could have a look in Costco, but they have acai bowl, I would say acai, is that right? Acai bowl mixers in the freezer. So maybe we could get that so we could create our own acai bowls at home. We've made it to the Trafford Centre. A little tip as well, if you come into the, oh, Primark. I'm going to get my returns and I've forgotten to take my bags out of the car. But yeah, a little tip is park over this side, because then you don't have to do a really long walk from the Trafford Centre, like the main Trafford Centre section. Anyway, right, got a couple of bits to return and then heading over to Marks and Spencer's. First thing to note with Primark, I was actually surprised considering I'd only just been in here recently. They have switched everything around. They've added a load of new clothes in. Paula's brought out a whole new range of summer bits and bobs with crochet. There's a whole new tennis kind of golf wear section. How cheap are those? £4. Reminds me very much of the White Company one that I have from winter. £4, couldn't believe it. Anyway, heading over to M&S now. First stop, of course, is getting a big trolley and checking out all the different fashion bits and bobs. Obviously, they've got the Jaeger and the Pruno, places where, you know, prices are a bit higher, but I looked at their own range of products too. So I'll show you all of my highlights and some things I really like the look of before taking you into the changing room to try on a selection of fashion finds. Right, we are in the changing rooms at Marks and Spencer's. I thought I'd just show you what I'm wearing today first of all, in case you're interested. I've just realised how much this dress needs an iron, but we'll ignore that for now. This dress is from All Saints. It's just really pretty. It's quite thick, obviously puff sleeve, but because it's quite a thick fabric, it has got the two slits on the bottom, but yeah, because it's quite a thick fabric, it's quite nice to wear at this time of the year when it's like low 20s. So yeah, this is what I've been wearing today with my Saint Laurent bag, and I'll just show you, run through what I've got to try on. I love these. Even if I love them on, I might not get them because I have some very similar that I just picked up from H&M, but I thought I would grab these to show you. I got them in a 12, nice drawstring waist, pipe detail, good length, and then these as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have my size. I think I'll need a 10 regular. We have got a 12 regular to try, so they might be okay. The other lengths were short, so we'll see how they look. For a cropped look, maybe I will like it. This, I just like got it on the last chance to buy, so I'm not sure if they will still have this online or not. And like I said, it was just a one-off, so in an extra small, which obviously isn't my size, but I thought I'd grab it to show you anyway because it's a lovely fabric. Then I have these in an extra large. They had loads of sizes, but I thought for a nice loose fit for summer, like a little throw on, gorgeous fabric, that one. I got some of these shorts in a 12, so I'm not sure. 12 should be okay, but we'll see. In this kind of like buttermilk yellow, which is obviously all the rage this season. Thought I could try those two on together. So let's do some trying on. Starting with these lemon shorts. Unfortunately, they're not the best fit on me. I know these are a 12. They're not that high-waisted, like I've hoisted them up, but they're naturally, I think they're meant to sit a bit lower. They're quite a long length as well, which I suppose I quite like the length of them, but I just don't know if they're the best fit on me. They just don't suit me, I don't think. As for the top, I just have to not got a bra on. I love this top so much. Like I said, gorgeous fabric, a perfect little staple for spring, summer. Yeah, as predicted, this top is too small for me, but like I said, a lovely fabric if you did want to see if they've got your size. The jeans, again, they sit a bit low. Like, can you see, like, I like it above my belly button, and these are the 12. They are a little bit loose on me. Well, in fact, yeah, they are too big for me, but they've got this really cool tie at the back where you can tighten it up a little bit. I still think a 10 would be best, but I'll try the 10 on. I'm not convinced I'm gonna like the fact that they say they're high rise. I don't class these as high rise. So these are the green in the short length, which I don't hate. I don't mind the kind of like cropped style. 10 probably does fit a bit better, but again, they're just like, I'm really hoisting these up, so they're not comfortable, if you know what I mean. They should definitely be sat a bit lower, I think, which is just not for me. So I will leave these. Yeah, as predicted, these are lovely. I just don't need them because they're too similar to my H&M ones, but really nice fabric. They're actually a bit thicker than my H&M ones. I think I even prefer them with the whole detailing. The length is lovely. Kind of regretting not having found these before my H&M ones, but anyway, they are nice length. These are high-waisted, very comfortable. Yeah, last and final item before I now head to my favourite section, the food. In fact, via home. I'll go check out homeware first and then get food before heading home. I'm back home.
You've got a camera.
Oh, and got a camera on it as well. Tom's got out our new gadget, this Mamotion robot lawnmower. We've upgraded. What's that pole?
It doesn't need the what that's a satellite thing.
So it doesn't have wires, which essentially is the main reason why we wanted to upgrade. Hold on, I'll come down and show you. Hello. We need to put away all that food in a minute. We've got a new couple of chairs as well, actually. These are from a brand called Von House, which I'm working with, creating some content for them. So you might not have seen it on, well, it's not on my socials, so I don't know whether or not they've got it live or not. But yeah, we were sat out on those chairs enjoying them yesterday. And this is the new pet. I feel like it needs a name. It's got hello. You're being very loving. Did you miss mummy? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? Oh, thank you. So yeah, we've got a new robot lawnmower, and it actually looks really good. It's much shorter. So all these excess bits of grass, I guess we just leave?
Yeah, you leave it. It's like, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to cut it more regular, and it'll
like just keep it cut.
It'll just break it down into like almost like fertiliser the lawn.
You poo picked before?
Yeah.
Thank goodness. What have you got? Barney. Look, the lavender's coming back through. This one's doing alright. That one was struggling, but it is coming through a bit. And drainers are looking good. I did get some more though, which I've potted. We did have to move them. I think being on the edge of the patio in the direct sun all day was probably a bit too much for them. So for now I've just moved them over here where they do obviously get sun. They're in sun at the minute, but they're thriving so much more than they were before. I can see these need a water as well. So yeah, I don't know if I don't think I planted these ones very well. It's looking like holiday. They said on the radio when I was driving home that they Brits, 1 in 4, are now favouring staycations over going abroad with the weather being like this. So people don't want to book a holiday when you've got this weather in England. Okay, speedy haul through the food, which I need to pop away. Got some barbecue bits for tonight, but also got some grated cheese, Leodama cheese, smashed patties for burgers, curry chicken kebabs, sausages, lamb sheesh, and obviously anything that we don't have we can freeze. Tomatoes, coleslaw, just got some salady bits for during the week. For myself, the orzo pasta, or we could have it tonight, but orzo pasta, halloumi, diet ginger beer. I also got some unsweetened almond milk, spinach, popcorn for movie nights, and also some sweet treats for today, cookie dough bites, and these ones which I love, the Millionaire's brownie bites, another ginger beer, some whole milk, some white baps for burgers, any cookie jar essential, has to have the chocolatey coated custard creams, and this time I also picked up the bourbons, cucumber, sweet corn, another salad for me for during the week, the tabbouleh salad, possibly for tonight if we decide we want them, but just some little new potatoes, which Tom tends to do, some kind of like potato smash, olive oil, salt, and yeah, really nice. And that's it for food. Oh, and then we got some oats. I've got some bananas that need making into banana bread, so we could do that maybe this evening. But yeah, back to fashion. I felt like I could do with a couple of new bags in my wardrobe, but more for like the odd occasion. So not necessarily designer bags, but more just that I would wear on, you know, like this for instance, this sage green bag, obviously a bit of a Bottega dupe, but just a nice kind of like day, but dressy, kind of like satchel clutch. It does have the chain as well if you wanted to use the chain, but I just quite like it just holding it like so. Say if I've got an event in Manchester or something where I want a nice bag that fits everything in, this is a good size for that, and nice colour as well, especially for this time of the year. They'd had it in black and like a sand colour, and that one was I think 35. This one's a bit more expensive at 59, but this also was something which I feel like would fill a space in my bag wardrobe that I thought, yeah, would fit quite nicely. So it's kind of like a metallic silver clutch bag, again big enough for bits and bobs like camera and purse and everything, and I feel like I'm favouring more silver over gold these days, or at least mixed metal, so I thought I would go for silver, not that they had a gold option anyway, but yeah, so you could just wear it like so, just again hold it, and it doesn't really matter if it, you know, like you take it on an evening out and it might get a bit ruined because it's not a designer bag. So yeah, I thought that would add a nice pop of metallic and evening style to my bag wardrobe. And then lastly for fashion, I picked up this jumper, which I showed you in the changing rooms. I really liked the quality of it and the fabric and everything. In fact, it's the wrong way around, that way. Yeah, went for it in an extra large to have it as an oversized fit. £29.50. I will say, because of the cyber attack, they were saying that their shelves are, well, they haven't had any deliveries essentially. So there are a few bits and bobs that they may well get in stores that I've seen online that weren't in stores yet. But until that's kind of all been sorted, I think that was the main reason for them not having lots of like newness out. Still loads of really nice bits though that I like the look of, but yeah, that is everything that I picked up from M&S. Oh, this is our favourite spot. Sat on the top of the stairs. Likes to overlook his empire. Oh, Barney. You just did a big trump. Yes, you did, didn't you? Mwah. Mwah. Oh yeah, missed you. I missed you today. I didn't get a chance to give you a nice big walk yet, have I? So when it's this warm for him, I tend to walk him either first thing in the morning, or first thing in the morning and a bit later in the evening. Thank you. You're too cute. Right, I'm gonna get those food bits and bobs popped away. How could I forget to show you these? Oh my goodness. So they obviously have sold their custard creams, the chocolatey coated ones. They would do the extra cream bourbons and custard creams, and then they also do the, or did, the Easter egg version as well. So they've brought out these giant custard creams and bourbon biscuits where you can make little ice cream sandwiches. I thought you'd like this. So that ice cream that I picked up from Knutsford, pop a bit of that in the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty weighty. For a little ice cream sandwich summer treat. Sounds delicious. Are you gonna lie down? Are you swimming? Are you swimming?
Come on, Barney.
Ready? Yeah. I think you likes it.
That's the idea, just playing. Quite like it.
Golfing tonight.
Yeah, do some 9 holes if you want.
All full up from a gorgeous barbecue. Now, whilst I'm outside, I thought I would just show you these tiles. We're basically having this, hold on. We're having this kitchen finished off with the worktop being finished. We're going to fit the sink and the cupboard doors. But behind the worktop, we're going to have some tiles, which I thought I would pick up some samples of. Now, I've got some in the post en route. These ones are from Tops Tiles. These ones, we think we might go for. They're like a terracotta, really, really pretty. And like a neutral, I've lined them up in order of my favourite grout colours. So I think this one, or at least maybe even that one, to have as the splashback. Now, these are the tiles that we have in Tom's bathroom. If you remember from the early days, there we go, I've just wiped my camera. The early days of renovating, we went for a dark green, forest green tile, vertically, which I think we would do with these. But these are in the white and the grey instead. Is this called grey? Taupe. Zelica is the name. And we would just do them vertically like this. But these are not frostproof, so we can't actually use these ones outside. Now, he did say, like, obviously you do what you want, but we can't advise, we have to advise against it because they're not frostproof, whereas these ones are fine to use outside. So I think we might end up, I quite like a herringbone, but it's going to be a lot harder to fit. And then also looking at it now, it's very orangey against this concrete worktop, which we're keeping as a concrete worktop. So I don't know, do we like it? Although it does fit with obviously the brick quite nicely. And the cupboard doors that we're having are going to be wooden, so it all will like warm up quite nicely. But yeah, obviously the terracotta goes quite nicely with the brick and obviously the logs that we've got down there. So yeah, I'll wait for some more samples to arrive that I've got in the mail before making the decision, but I do need to make a decision this week, so maybe help me out. Let me know what you think of these terracotta tiles. Pop a couple of inspo images on screen on Pinterest of where I've seen some terracotta tiles and thought they looked lovely. Just finished the barbecue. I just need to tidy up, and then I think I'm gonna take you upstairs and do a bit of an evening routine. You joined me in my bathroom, and this is fast becoming one of my favorite times of the day, and let me tell you why. Taking my eye makeup off when you've got hay fever, wow, it is a relief. Probably not the best because I'm scratching my eyes, but they just feel so itchy that removing mascara just feels all the more satisfying. So I'm just going to take a couple of cotton pads and some micellar water, and I've actually got a new device that I've been using that I want to show you, and I think it's one of the most underrated devices I've ever come across. I haven't really seen anyone talking about it, so I have to be careful not to get my brows with any product because they're not meant to get wet for 24 hours. So micellar water it is today. But oh my god, this feels so good. So good. But yes, I've found a device that has been helping soothe my hay fever. It's an eye massager. Let me show it to you. I'll remove the rest of my makeup first. Some more micellar water. So this, guys, is my new best friend. This is from a brand called Bob & Brad on Amazon, and well, that's where I found it anyway. And this is, well, it was kindly sent to me. I'm actually working with them on this part of today's video. Folds up really conveniently, so if you want to travel with it, it's obviously super compact. It has the adjustable headband. So this is called the Oasis 2. They have got an updated version, the number 3, which I'm tempted honestly to get my hands on. Oh, right, okay, so this is what it looks like. I obviously can't see you right now. You can see me and how I look, but it's darkness for me right now. I can't see a thing. It's rechargeable with a USB-C, so really convenient. I've already got like a charger by my bed to be able to plug that in, and I do keep this beside my bed because it's when I usually have a shower, which I'm going to do in a second, and then go lie down in bed for a sec, have a bit of meditation, or just chill out for just a few moments. And having this on kind of like allows me to get into that deep relaxation. So this is an eye massager, but it also has heat function. Now the updated version, the number 3, which like I said, I might be tempted to get my hands on, also has a cooling technology, which in the heat, can you imagine how nice that would be? But it not only helps with relaxation and massage of your eyes, especially if like me, you're struggling with hay fever and you just need that soothing massage, but it's also good for like if you suffer with migraines, headaches. It also even plays music, again, if you're wanting to kind of hone in on that relaxation. So for any kind of like eye pain, head pain, like headaches, eye strain, dry eyes, even helps reduce dark circles and under eye bags. So if you're wanting more for cosmetic purposes, this is great too. See the on button here, so it's a touch button here to press on. There's different modes and functions. You can see the volume, heat, and there's loads of different modes depending on what you want, whether you just want heat only, or heat and music, pressure only, pressure and heat, pressure, heat and music. It all depends on what your preference is. If I'm doing a bit of a meditation and a bit of a relax, what I will do is the pressure, which is my favorite, I always have the pressure, and the heat and the music. Sometimes I won't have the heat if I'm feeling like I don't need that like heat compress, that warmth, but in winter I feel like it's always going to be heat. But like I said, I do think I would really enjoy the cooling one. A good gift idea, good for both men and women. They're trusted by like over 5 million followers, and it's developed by physical therapists. So yeah, if you want to get your hands on it, I will leave it linked below. I'm going to jump in the shower, then after my shower pop this on, have a bit of a meditation session, relax for a bit, and call it a night. I do have a discount code for you. I've got 10% offer for whether you're US based or UK based. I will leave the links for them with the corresponding codes in the description box and on screen so that you can see those. And I might head downstairs to watch a new episode of Mobland, which we need to catch up on. Let me know any other good TV series recommendations that you have. I feel like I'm in need of getting into something new, so any good TV recommendations, let me know. Someone said The City Is Ours. I think it was Tom's mum said that we should watch that. Is that what it's called? The City Is Ours? Something like that. If you've watched that, let me know if it's any good and what you think of it. But yeah, otherwise I'm going to call it a night here. Thank you so much for watching today's video and spending the day with me, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, thumbs up if you have, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, I will hope to see you all very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys.